Kia ora. Welcome to my morning ramble, Friday the 10th of November 2023. Had a bit of a break again. Not a literal break, but I think I might have mentioned I blew my knee out, some bursitis and some inflammation's taken a while to come right, but it has now. Since then we've been very busy and going through, cold season, as you can tell. Just recovering from all those usual hot snap, cold snap, hot snap type surprise things. So we're well and truly into autumn here, into fall. A lot of detritus falling out of the trees and what have you. Lots been going on the last, month, I guess. So I'll probably cover that in some rambles over the next X period in a little more detail. One thing I did want to do is kind of reset these, I guess, in a way, or at least for anyone who watches or listens, kind of the purpose of the rambles generally. So just you can go all the way back to first ramble and check that again just to keep me honest. But so for those that know me, I'm a bit of an introvert. Dawn is the social person in our group. She tends to be more interactive in our group, in our marriage, and she's much better at kind of getting out and doing those social interactions and hobnobbing with various homesteading community members and just doing the right thing, I guess, maybe, if I can put it that way. But there was, this kind of got inspired by, I think it was Tall Man Tim, actually. He was doing a thing a few years back where he was talking about statistics for people making videos on YouTube and, talking about, most people kind of put up a few videos and they get all enthusiastic and then it all peters off and nothing really happens after that. And so I thought, I was a little, motivated by that, I guess. And I thought, well, being an introvert, not really being big on, I should rephrase it actually. I'm actually quite social, but it doesn't come naturally. And you might think so, but it doesn't come naturally, and it's a lot of work. And I find it emotionally draining at the end of the day. It wears me out. So please don't think that that's a bad thing. I'm not being fake or anything like that with any interactions with people, but it is just a fake it till you make it kind of thing. So anywho, so I thought, well, we wanted some content for our site, and we're starting into homesteading a little more seriously, and wanted to set up the YouTube channel as an adjunct to Dawn's blog on autumndawn.net and some of the stuff we were doing with our homestead in Ohio. So I said to her, I'll have a crack at posting up rambly content. And basically I don't plan these things. It's more of a walk out the door and then think, I'm going to have to talk about something, which is pretty much what this one's about. And I figured, it's a good way of kind of getting over some of my ongoing PTSD challenges and a little bit of a motivator to do something daily, or at least close to daily, very regularly at least. And I think for about, 3 months at least, I pretty much posted, probably over 3 months, posted at least one video every day. Not always interesting, but just trying to cover some thoughts and topics. And some of that stuff, and I'll be up front, I had some of the topics that I wanted to talk about. I really kind of didn't want to put those up there on a public venue, because at the time I was going through the citizenship process, and I have my own opinions and thoughts on things, and they're not necessarily in lockstep with quote unquote mainstream media opinion. But having said all that, I'm a huge fan of diverse opinions, just widely disparate opinions. I'm always curious why people think the way that they do. And I like to think I'm pretty open-minded and happy to discuss these things. But when it, degenerates into yelling and he said, she said, they said, whatever said, you're right, you're wrong, I'm, blah, blah, blah. That's not a discussion, and those sorts of interactions are really helpful. In fact, pretty much never helpful. So anyway, what is the ramble about? So the ramble is really just me talking about stuff that comes to mind, continuing the journey of introspection or extrospection. I'll talk a little bit about our homestead and some of our plans. As we actually progress more stuff along the way, then we will, do what Dawn has done, and she does a lot of stop motion videos and promotes a bit of stuff and just kind of shows you what we're doing. We're not doing anything wildly out there that people haven't done before by any mental stretch. So this is not, just a, there's plenty of other more highly professional and probably much more detailed homesteading videos out there. But this is our journey that we would like to share with people. So, it is what it is. And you get to know us, and you're more than welcome to kind of interact and comment and share our content and make observations and recommendations. We'll take all that on board. We're not precious. So anywho, so that's kind of what the purpose of the rambles is. It's just more of a thing, a mechanism to interact on a regular basis. You get a brain dump. You might see animals from time to time. You'll see our property. I did make a point of trying to make this a little more quote unquote professional with our GoPros and things like that. I had recommendations, like show more background and blah 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 blah. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I started off doing this on an iPhone, which is what I'm doing now, and I found my camera. And then I was like, this is kind of an amateur thing. I'm not doing this. I don't want to, take too much time overthinking all this stuff. And it's just convenient to grab a phone, pop outside while the dogs are out for a run, and hopefully they haven't run off. They have a habit of doing that in the mornings. And I can't hear dog sign in a June sense. Insert image of hounds on Arrakis and someone riding like a sandworm. But anyway, where was I going? Ramble. So just trying to level set this in terms of expectations for anyone who might be new and watching. I'll try and keep these rambles up contiguously as much as I can. And there we go. There goes dogs. And I'll share some thoughts, and we've got some new friends. Hopefully friends that we'll be interacting with, and if you're on our channel, I'll shout out from time to time, and you're kind of welcome to take this journey with us. And Dawn will do her thing and post up stuff as she finishes projects, because she's the doer, I'm just the talker. And we hope that you come along this journey with us as well, and make your comments and observations known. For those that know where we are, you know where we are, and you're always welcome. So we shall move onwards and upwards. I'm going to close this one out and go and continue walking the dogs and get on with the day. I hope you have a great one. Take care. Kia ora, over and out. Bye-bye.